Happy Beard Games.
Your source for classic gaming goodness.
We've got The Lion King by Virgin Interactive Entertainment and Walt Disney Company, licensed by Nintendo, 1994. I love this movie. I love the game too. If you go down to options, you can choose the difficulty to easy, which we're doing it on easy. I want to make that clear. We're on easy mode. So, okay, so we got like a dangerous knife, which is the knife, and then we got a steak knife, which is normal mode, and then you've got like a buster sword for difficult. That's my comparison of the difficulty stages in The Lion King. And if I really want to die, I'll play it on difficult. So let's keep that on easy. The music, you want stereo, everything's good there. The controls are perfect. Now, we will be coming back to the options menu later on because there's a cheat code to enter. We're going to skip level 2 because that level sucks. I don't recommend playing it. I recommend playing it maybe once, seeing if you can beat it. It's almost like a game of chance. It's kind of stupid. Like, I don't usually say that about video games, especially ones that I love, but it's a stupid level. I don't like it. It starts. Alright, we're jumping into The Lion King. For the Super Nintendo, we are in the Pride Lands as our main character Simba as a child. Or, as a cub? I guess it's a cub, not a child. Or it's like a kitten. No, he's not a kitten. Well, we jump around with the B. We got the A button to roar, which comes into play, and I don't like the roar mechanic very much. Basically, you can roar at an enemy, it'll stun them, or on some enemies, you'll flip them over in order to destroy them that way. Now, there's a hidden kind of attack. It's not really a hidden because you have to use it, but you might not know about it at first. So what you do is you run forward, and you kind of roll your thumb, kind of like a Hadoken. Makes Simba roll. You need to do that to kill the porcupines. So you can kill the porcupines that way, flip them over and attack them. And then you jump up here. We're on climbing up Pride Rock. If you know The Lion King, the movie, and you love the movie, then you'll love the game. At least for the art style, and the sound effects, and the music, and the appearance. You might be put off by the difficulty of it all. I don't want to over-exaggerate it either, because I feel like a lot of people say this game's really difficult, so I want to mention that and bring that up. But then I don't really find it that much harder than a lot of other games, and I never really made it stood out. It never stood out to me when I was a child how much more difficult it was than other games that I had on Super Nintendo. So, I mean, there is difficulty spike and learning curve to it, but yeah. And you can also roar at the porcupines. You don't have to do the roll, but later on there's a part where you have to do the roll, so I'm just getting yourself used to rolling to attack the porcupines, because there is a specific part later where you'll go to roar at them and you won't have enough time to roar at them. This is at a different level. And yeah, you'll die if you don't do it. There's a secret up here. If I can get to this bug, it should expand our health bar, or give us more health or something like that. Oh, here's the big one. This is the one. Oh, it gives you more of the roar meter. Expands your roar meter. And I think it's permanent, too. I'm not sure. So if you notice it go down, it's because I used the cheat code to skip level 2. Your health bar is on the top right. Your roar meter is on the top left. And the roar meter isn't really that important. You can roar with it. It'll take it all the way down. And then you can also fill it up again. You have to wait for it to fill up before you can use it. It's pretty basic. So these little Simba symbol, are checkpoints for levels. So we're jumping into the first boss. Real brief level. You gotta wait for the hyena to get tired, and then you can jump on him. And that's the whole boss. That's the easiest level in the game. It's super short. It introduces you to the gameplay very well. If you're not messing around or completely clueless, you can do it pretty simply. And because I unlocked a certain bug in the level, I get to play a bug toss minigame at the end. And you gotta catch as many bugs as you can with Timon and Pumbaa, which are characters from the movie that come in later on. We're gonna move on to the next part of this video, where I'm gonna use a cheat code, and we're gonna skip this level, go on to the very next level. You don't really miss out too much on the story, and we'll continue the game from there. Alright, it starts. Jumping into the elephant graveyard with young Simba in The Lion King. Now, it's really cool, these hyenas come out of the background. You gotta dodge them. Oh, wow, that was weird. and then jump on them. You dodge them, then you jump on them. When they're basically like they get tired out. And that's the big shtick with the hyena enemies, is that they get tired after attacking you, and then I missed something. And did you see what I just did there? I grabbed a bad bug. Yes, a bad bug. There are bugs that you eat in this game to regain your health, and there's bad bugs that'll lower your health too, which is really bad because you don't want to lose health, but it's also bad because it's like, okay, why would a healing item suddenly be swapped with a poisoning item? So I don't like that. It's a tricky thing in this game that you gotta look out for, so just kind of try to remember what bugs are good and what bugs are bad. This one right here is a good bug. I just picked up the golden one. And we just died, but that was a little easy mistake. Let's start this over. Now, because I didn't make it to any checkpoints or anything like that, we have to do everything over again. But for some reason, you don't have to fight those hyenas again. At the very start of the level, they're only triggered like once. So now I can jump over this thing and grab that, which is another healthy bug. I don't know why there's two healthy bugs next to each other near the start of the game. Like, why do you need to heal at the very start of the level? There's the bad bug, once again. Now what you gotta do here is, this level's filled with lots of little traps and hazards. Like lots of pitfalls, you know what I mean? There is a way to get up there, but I'm not sure how to do it. Do I just run off here? Let's figure this out. There we go. Then I can jump up there and get another big bug. Was that a bad bug or a big bug? I think that bug expanded my health. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to check that in the recordings. It's hard to tell when you're actually playing. You'd be surprised at like how gradual the increases are in health and stuff like that. It's weird. Yeah, you have to be really careful and grab these little bones like right on the perfect spot, and then swing automatically, and then depending on where you're pressing the jump button as you swing, you will oh, that's how you get through there. Weird. I didn't know that, but you can roll through the cages if you do the roll like you rolled in the other levels to destroy porcupines and other enemies. You can roll to destroy the cages, so let's skip through this. This way I can double check what that big bug actually did, and the big bug's gone. I think the big bug expanded my health or maybe hurt me. I could be wrong. It's one of those two. It definitely doesn't... I thought it was a big heal. Get out of the way, hyena. You don't have to swing on all of them in that area. You can just go right up to the edge and then swing. That is the stock sound effect of the crows in this game, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and a lot of other N64 games. And I just realized that they use that sound effect for the vultures in the game The Lion King. This one's pretty hard to get up. I don't really know what's up here, actually. So we're going to play around a little bit, just to see if I can get up there, and if I can't, then it's like, what's the point? But, there's a way to get up there. And I don't know how to do it, really. I know you jump backwards here, and then you try to grab onto it, but it's like, it's so precise that, like, you can't really do it unless you know, unless you've, like, done it before, if you're really lucky, I guess. I don't know, it seems like there's a way to get up there, doesn't it? Like, I should be able to grab the same bone, the same way that I'm grabbing this bone, and make my way up there, but there's no way to do it. Yeah, I don't know how to get up there, but there is a way to get up there. Oh, you have to roll, okay. Now this part gets harder later in the game. You basically press diagonal in the direction you want to go, and spam the jump button as fast as you can. During those sequences where you're climbing up a wall with the claws, like basically you're hanging off a ledge, that kind of stuff, you want to press diagonal and spam the button as fast as you can, because... Wait, let's check what's down here. If you hold down, you can see what's below you. Okay, we made it to the checkpoint, halfway through the level. Not too bad once you know what you're doing. But this part right here coming up is probably the hardest part of the level, and that is you have to climb the cliff wall back and forth like we did earlier, except this time there's water that comes up and it'll poison you and kill you instantly. So we gotta be really careful with that. And I love this idle animation too, by the way. But the key to do it is to grab the one behind Simba first, because it won't trigger the water as fast as it does on the other one. And you gotta go. You gotta get out of there. You can wait and like try to get up to that bug, but it's like, why? It's too much of a risk just for some health. I still haven't really figured a good way to fight these crows when they're flying. If you can kill them before they start flying, that's good, but yeah, or just run past them like I'm doing right now. Like, you know what? I don't want to fight you crows. I just want to... Oh no! Oh my god! You know what happened, guys? We're gonna have to kill ourselves. Sorry, Simba. You're gonna have to die. You know what happened? I clipped through the level, and I would have been back at the, like, basically earlier than the checkpoint if I had continued playing at that part. So yeah, that kind of sucked. We didn't die, but we had to die because I clipped through the level and it put me back way too far. This level's kind of like a maze and it overlaps on each other. Yeah, let's get out of there. Oh, well, I was doing pretty good with the killing the crows and killing the vultures. So you gotta be like right on there. Grab that health bug. Woo! There's a 1-up up there. Do I really want the 1-up? No! No! It wasn't worth it, Simba! No! It's a trap! Oh my god! Wow, that was not worth it. Not only did I not get the 1-up, I just fell right through that little obstacle. Those springy, bouncy things, whatever they call it, like a rope or like a trampoline. There we go. Those things, they don't last very long. Oh, well, you have to hit the birds that fly twice in a row. It's like a double attack. Let's grab that bug and get out of here. Just skip those hyenas. I'm not even going to try to get the 1-up. I don't care. I just want to beat the level. No! Dude, if I clip through that again, I'd have to do the whole level again. This part's kind of hard because I got to defeat the hyenas. Ah, what? See, they can hurt you even if they're not attacking you, which is one of those things that video game characters always do. But I jumped on one, and I didn't realize they were both inside each other. And so I died because one of them was ready to be attacked. But even just jumping on the head of one that's not ready to be attacked, like one that's still attacking you, can kill you. I gotta be a little more careful here. Hey, you can ram into the these things too. I didn't know that. The more you know. The more you know. Okay, this freaking vulture is gone now. Apparently, I was like, okay, vulture, it's you and me, buddy. We're going in the ring. We'll just beat this real quick. Okay, when you beat the hyenas, then you can get through and beat the level. It's kind of like the first level's boss, so there's a hyena, but there's 3 hyenas. And then there's Scar saying kill him. And we'll go on to the next level after this short minigame. I'm not sure what these minigames do, but you gotta pick up bugs in like a kind of pseudo Space Invader style, or Breakout style almost. Do I get extra lives? Ah! I've never made it this far on Timon and Pumbaa level. Oh my god. We beat like a whole first wave. I didn't know there was waves. Dude, Pumbaa, you're gonna get dummy thick. How many bugs did I get? Usually get 4. Oh my god, I got 43! What? I got 43 bugs on Timon and Pumbaa? What the heck? I've never done anything close to as good as that before. Now we're continuing on. I'm gonna do this stage in this video too. This is the Stampede stage, obviously. And I don't know why, but like, what's the point of the Timon and Pumbaa level? Just on that weird note, because I was so shocked at how good I did on it. Does it give you anything at all? Like, what is the point of the Timon and Pumbaa stage? I got 43 bugs, which was hard. And this is gonna take a little while. But look at my lives. I don't have any. I didn't gain anything from doing the Timon and Pumbaa level. I have 2 lives. It's like the same lives or less lives than I had before. Like, what? Is that because I used the cheat? Or, like, what the heck happened? Like, I didn't gain anything from doing the minigame. Normally, minigames give you, like, bonus lives or, like, some kind of, like, expansion or something like that. The item. Well, now we can now put aside the Timon and Pumbaa level, which is crazy, very crazy. So now we're doing the Stampede again. The Stampede level is pretty cool. I love the way that it looks very cinematic, and it's very different than the other levels, but it's not like a BS level, like the... Well, there's a little bit of BS, actually. But it's not BS like the, I Can't Wait to Be King. Did I get hit? Oh, I didn't make the ouch sound, or maybe I didn't hear it. Because I thought I did get hit, and I did get hit, but I thought that I didn't. For some reason. Yeah, I didn't make the ouch last time. Weird. So basically what you're doing is you're on a lane, and these other animals are running into you. The wildebeest are running into Simba from behind, so you're going to dodge them left and right, just by moving left and right on the D-pad. You can jump as well over the rocks, and if they flash, they get closer, so it's like a warning of how close the rocks are to Simba. And we got to try this a few more times, because we got to beat this level. It's not too hard. It doesn't go on as long as you might think. It always ends shortly after, I think, the question mark rock. That's what the BS part is. There's a part where one of the rocks has a question mark on it, like you don't know what's coming up. We're not too far in this level so far, but it's not a very long level. It's a cool level, too. And it's very memorable. And by the way, this is not the last level where you're young Simba. There's actually a couple more. At least 2 more. So it's always hard for me to get the rock. Like, get over the rock. There we go. You gotta get right. There's the question mark rock. I think there's a couple question mark rocks, because, like, there's, like, a time where it's, like... That's, like, the checkpoint, and then there's, like, one that's, like, right before the end, I think. You can jump sideways, too. And sometimes it's hard to know when a wildebeest is actually going to come and get you. It's kind of on a pattern. It is on a pattern, I'm pretty sure. It's the same pattern every time, too. Got a couple more health. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard, it's hard. Now let's see what happens when I die here. Because when I used this cheat code last time, I didn't have any continues. This is going to make it harder, because for some reason I had, like, infinite continues. Last time I played this as, like, a test run, because I beat this game the other day. Or I beat this level the other day, and now it's, like, it's not. It was kind of weird. It was, like, every, like... I might have done something differently with the cheat or something, because when I used that level skip cheat, it gave me, like, 2 lives. Instead I had 2 lives the entire time. And, like, every time I died, the lives would not go down. And every time I picked up a 1-up, the lives would go up, but then they'd reset to 2 and be stuck at 2 again. So I don't know what happened there. It might be, like, a separate cheat, or, like, a separate part of the cheat, because there were some options for the cheat menu. So let's take a little time to play this a little bit quietly, so I can actually beat it. There we go. That's the Stampede stage of The Lion King. A very iconic, very cinematic, well-drawn, well-animated, well-designed stage. It's almost like a mini-game, though, but it's a good transitioning point. It works as both a mini-game and a transitioning point, because it's like kind of like that halfway point, a changing point in Simba's life. It's the scene where Mufasa dies, and then Simba sees it, and he feels guilty for it, so he leaves the Pride Lands. And that's what this stage is Simba running away from the Pride Lands. And in the game, it's kind of weird. They don't show Mufasa too much in the game. They show him at the start on Pride Rock, and then they leave out the Mufasa death. There's no cutscenes showing him die. There's not too many cutscenes in this game. I feel like if this game were to be improved in one way, they should add some cutscenes. Like Super Star Wars had those cutscenes in between the levels, letting you know about the story. This doesn't really have hardly any story in it. It has those little cutscenes where Scar is chasing Simba, but there's nothing about Mufasa. So it's kind of weird they left that out, because that's an important part of the story. But the way the game was designed, it still kind of works, because that's a short level that you kind of get the idea that there's a transitioning point, but you don't get the full impact because you don't know the whole story. If you've seen the movie, which I'm sure everyone who's played this game has seen the movie, then you know what to expect and what's going on with Simba. And we're jumping in with the cheat code Barry, so B-A-R-R-Y, and we got to choose our level. We did the first few levels of the game. We did the Stampede, so now we're on Simbas Exile. Go back to options, make sure it's on the easy difficulty, and let's start level, or not really level 3, but the third video.
It starts.
It starts. I love that. I love that. It's a really nice animation too. All right, Simbas Exile. This is right after the. Yeah, we got to keep running actually. This is right after the Stampede stage. So basically, he gets out of the Stampede. He's exiling himself pretty much under Scar's evil influence to get out of the Pride Lands. This level's tricky for a couple reasons. There's going to be a chase sequence, which I might mess up. You got to roll into that. Okay, there we go. That wasn't too bad. I'm actually doing this pretty well. Yeah, that's the other tricky reason. There's like rocks that randomly like fall from the sky, and it's kind of dumb because like they can really mess you up. Like if a rock came on that part where I was running, it would really mess me up and it'd probably just get me killed. So you run over these, you jump over the prickers, because that's what the bottom of the ground is there. Ah, like that, yeah. You jump on the pricker brushes. I'll go down here. If I can avoid these rocks, then we're good. See, some of these ledges you can climb up on, like the ones that are like a little bit big, and these little ones you can just swing off of. So you gotta be very careful. I gotta look down. Okay. Oh, good, we got the checkpoint. Wait, where do I go? Oh, I don't know where I was going. Okay, I might die soon. I'm not sure. Yeah, whoa. Well, that's a new thing for me. I predicted my own death, but I didn't know the porcupines could hurt you. It makes sense. I know they could hurt you if, you know, you flip them over by rolling into them. If you... Wow, what the heck? If you, if they land on you upside down, which totally makes sense, they'll still hurt you. So, like, you don't want them to land on you. Just roll through all of them. What am I doing? You know what I noticed about this stage? There's not a whole lot of health packs in this stage. Or, like, you know, the bugs you eat for health. There's not a whole lot of them. I haven't seen any, actually. Which is weird because the last level and future levels will be filled with bugs. That makes sense because of the way the level is. But, yeah, there's no bugs. And that level went by really fast. I usually have a hard time with that stage, but we did it in a couple lives. Wow, I'm genuinely surprised how well that Simbas Exile stage went for me. Usually it takes me a lot longer than that. Like, it usually takes me a good 5 to 10 minutes. At least it seems like it does. But now we're on Hakuna Matata, which plays the awesome Hakuna Matata song that you know and love from Toy Story. Yeah, it's in the movie Toy Story, but, I mean, literally, it's from Lion King. I do like the reference that they have of it in Toy Story, though, when it's in the car. This level's kind of hard because you got these spiders that run really fast, and they kind of have a pattern, but if you can catch up with them, or not catch up with them and hit at the right spot, you can kill them. I thought I killed that pro. That was weird. Maybe it was something else. This level's harder, and I haven't played this one as much as the other levels in the game. Usually I get stuck on Simba's Exile, like when I'm just playing this one-off by myself on like one day, and then I'll get bored. But usually also I'm not playing it like starting at Simba's Exile because I usually just play this game in like one sitting, and then that's that. There's a 1-up up here. I don't need it. But I'm gonna get it. Cool! It is cool, Simba. Actually, I'd prefer it if it was a health pack, because my health's at half. This is kind of weird. You're going up a waterfall by hanging on these rocks. There is a bug right there I could grab. But should I grab it or not? I got the checkpoint. It'll make me reset it. Nah, I don't need it. I've got 8 lives. I can just die and continue. Right? Hakuna Matata. That's not even like the right part of the song to sing that at. So you got all these different branching paths for the waterfall that'll take you to different areas, and you can't walk your way back up. So it's kind of like, I don't know where to go really with the waterfall pass to take you to something good. Because I'm assuming some of them will take you to like one with like a bug. The other one might give you some other kind of secret. Now this part was always challenging for me when I was a kid. I couldn't get the timing right and jumping up fast enough to get through these logs. But what you have to do is you have to jump on the logs. It's best to jump on the slowest moving one. And then I already messed that up, but running into it fast. But let's see if I can get back up there. No! What you have to do is you have to hit the logs. You want to jump on the slowest ones, preferably. And what you want to do is you want to get up the waterfalls. Oh wow, I don't think I went this path. I think it's better to go all the way to the right waterfalls, because this one will take you here, then you're stuck at the bottom. Which, oh, I didn't even know the waterfalls, the logs on the waterfalls did that. That's kind of a cool animation style. Like, I don't know how they did that, but I guess they kind of just put two different types of logs in there. So what you want to do is go all the way to the right, which I didn't do this time either, so we're going to have a challenge with this. I want to try this again. So you can jump on these things. But I don't know, they don't really float all the way to the bottom of the waterfall, which makes sense. They go bob underwater a bit. But let's skip this. Don't go to that waterfall. Go to, like, this part of the waterfall. Just keep going to the right. That way you'll have a vantage point of jumping off from the middle towards the waterfall, and if you hold right on the controller, you can kind of, like, get your way up there. Oh, this is bad. So you gotta try to pick and choose which one you want to do. Simba can jump pretty high, actually. And if you're running a little bit, you can jump a little further. But you just kind of gotta work your way and be patient up the waterfall. It seems like it takes forever, but sometimes it goes faster than you think. Okay. And I don't know if your weight affects anything on this, but I'm going to try to focus here for a bit, so let me be quiet for a sec. This is hard. This is not easy. I did this on a practice run, and it wasn't this bad. No! Oh, that took me down a lot. So you're basically racing against the water to get to the top of this dang old waterfall. I couldn't even make it anywhere. All that jumping for nothing. At least I didn't die, I guess. Jeez. No! Okay, well, I just died a few seconds after I said that. But basically what you want to do is you want to climb up the waterfall. And, well, I know I did this pretty easily on my test run, but I guess I just got lucky because this was, it's not fun. This part is not fun. It's not, like, completely BS, like, I just can't wait to be king or whatever, but, this isn't even the end of the level. There's more to this level. There might actually be 2 checkpoints. Which is a first for us, I believe. Hakuna Matata, jumping up the logs. I don't think this was in the movie. Eventually you'll see, like, a bridge, and you'll make it up there. There's a 1-up I could probably use to get that 1-up. But we're just gonna skip it because I want to get past that so bad. Oh my god, there's the second checkpoint. Okay, we got the second checkpoint. Oh, and I died! Wow! I just fell in the water. It's kind of weird you can't swim at all. Oh, what the? Oh my god, I should have picked up that extra life. Oh my god. Okay, be careful, Kevin. What was I doing? I thought. Now there's these black widows that are bugs right there, and those will just hurt you a lot. I think they take like half your health, or they take at least a full hit of damage. Here's the boss of the level, which I'll show you how to play. You dodge him a couple... Oh, whoa, okay, never mind. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it way wrong. I might be able to beat it, but, what you do is you wait for the, gorilla or whatever to, ow. He's really fast. He'll hit you, and then you jump over him. When he's doing the slam thing, he spanked me. He spanked me hard. What you do is you wait for the... So what you do to beat the boss is you're supposed to wait for him. There's a pattern of him throwing fruit at you. And then you don't want to get too close to him because you get really close, he'll smack you really hard like that. But he didn't hit me that time. But he can hit you pretty easily. So he does a slam thing. You want to jump on his back. And you do it about 5 times. It's not like a 3-time boss. It's like... This is a pretty big boss, actually. This is like the first, like... I consider this the first boss of the game, really. Because he's like the first one that's actually, like, hard. All the other ones have just been hyenas. You can also jump on him like that, like I just did. Ow! Whoa. But you want to dodge these balls. Or whatever they are. Like, rotten fruit, or whatever he's done eating. Jump on him. He does that. Then he goes up here. It's all the same pattern kind of stuff. Those things will hurt you too, of course. Pretty much anything this guy does will hurt you, except for when he's like bending over and you can jump on his back. Even that hurts you. He rumbles the ground. It didn't look like anything hurt me there, but he rumbles the ground, and if you're holding on a cliff, it'll still hurt you. So it's kind of tricky. Oh, almost messed up. Almost off my cool there. Messed up my jump. Okay, well, yeah, you can jump on these things too, so that helps. But this guy's crazy. He's like Donkey Kong. He's crazy though. He's like, he has a fruit attack. He has a smack attack, so you can't even get close to him no matter what. Then you gotta jump over him, and he'll shake the entire level, so the entire level will hurt you. And I always fall for that one because he just goes right behind you. Looks like he's gonna leave, but he doesn't, because I always forget that it's a different phase. Okay. This guy's pretty hard. Like, compared to all the other things we've fought in the game, this is the hardest thing so far. Why can't I get up there? That was a little weird there. But yeah, this guy, he's hard, he's doable, but he's hard. So it might take a little while. I might actually have to use the continue. This one, he'll leave. He tricks you. He tricks you too. So not only is the boss hard, but he tricks you. He makes it seem like he's gonna leave. You can wait for these ones to go down. Wow. Okay. That kind of worked. And I think he goes over here, and then he'll go up to the top. I think we have to hit him 2 more times, so... Easier said than done. You want to kind of jump as they're like falling and bounce on them. You can kind of hurt them, hit the fruits, but you kind of can't too. I don't know, it's weird. I think we beat him. Okay, I guess that was the last hit. So we beat the gorilla. He kind of kills himself because he's just crazy. Falls down. Really nice animations on the gorilla too, by the way. That's the end of Hakuna Matata level. And now we've got... For some reason there's no cutscene. I wish there was a cutscene. Maybe on the Sega version there's a cutscene. I don't know. Let me know, because I have that one too. I always thought the Super Nintendo one was better, but apparently there's some better animations and sound effects, preferably on the Sega version, which I also have. So there's no cutscene at all, which is weird. I wish this game had more cutscenes, because now we are adult Simba, not Cub Simba. On this stage, we're going to continue this next week, but I just want to show you real quick that we are adult Simba, and you can do an attack. So you actually have an attack now. You also have Roar, same Roar, sounds a lot better. Then you got, now with the ability to attack, there's going to be a lot more fighting in this game. So now, well, with Cub Simba, there wasn't too much fighting. They were just flipping over and rolling into enemies, and then a few little bosses and the hyenas and stuff. There wasn't too much fighting, really. So there'll be a little bit more fighting at this point. And also be a mechanic where you have to break away stuff with Simba's claws. And it kind of feels like... the same game, but it just feels a little bit different when you are adult Simba. So we'll continue this on next week.